Hey everyone, Mark the Movie Man here. Welcome to the Final Cut. Got a bunch of reviews coming at you here on the channel, so prepare yourself accordingly. And today we've got one film from a familiar name, and we're talking about Lou Simon, who directed and wrote Agoraphobia. Yes, Agoraphobia, which tells us the story of Faye, who suffers from this condition of agoraphobia all her life, and she's been really battling to try to get over it. Well, when her father passes away, she inherits the family home, and the therapist thinks it's a good idea that she should live there for a while as part of her exposure therapy, and so she moves into the home. Well, while living there, her lawyer husband has to go work on a case, so she's home a lot, and she realizes she's not there by herself. There is some other force here, and it is not plain nice. And we see how she deals with the fact that she's too afraid to go outside, but at the same time grows a fear of living inside with what could be an evil supernatural force that wants to do her harm. Agoraphobia is a lot of fun. I enjoyed this thriller. It is a very character-driven film, much like other films done by Lou Simon. There's not a lot of locations. Most of this film takes place in this one house, but the house is very visually entertaining. There's a lot of areas where you could go with the camera and such, and I enjoy the characters that she writes. Faye, who's played by Cassandra Serbo, who was in Sharknado, plays this role very well. You're convinced she has this condition. You really feel her fear as she just looking outside with a door open really, paralyzes her with fear. And so you feel that it comes across screen, and you feel for her character and don't want anything bad to happen at all. Now, her therapist is played by Tony Todd, who doesn't get a huge amount of screen time, but he gets a lot more screen time than I expected. And it was great seeing him in this film in a role that actually, contributes to the plot. It wasn't just stunt casting. His character does play a role in here more so than just appearing on screen, and I like that as well, that they worked his character into the plot. Now, the rest of the cast does fantastically. Maria Olsen is in here, and I love always when she shows up on screen. She brings her all, and she does here. There's a lot of gory practical effects, probably more than I expected from her films, though her other films have had gore in them as well. This one, it opens with a very eye-catching, pull-you-in scene that makes you wonder, wow, where's this coming from? What's going on? And your questions do get answers, as the film plays out. But I loved that opening and just how visceral and great the practical effects looked in this film. Very well done, where they're used. Again, done on a limited budget, but Lou Simon making the most of not only the locations, the limited ones that she has, and her cast. They bring it all. And yeah, the editing keeps you curious of how, what this entity actually is. Is there an entity? Is it just in Faye's mind? So she does a great job there of keeping things at least a little bit of an enigma of whether or not these are hallucinations or really something is there for a while in the film, which is what you want, and that's what you get here. I will say that I did see a bit of a twist with a couple of the characters coming. I felt, I've watched a lot of these films, and so it was just a little bit of foreshadowing in the beginning. I'm just like, oh, I bet you I know where they're going with this. And they went there, but it didn't take me away or take me out of the film at all. And it was a natural progression within the film, though it is something that we had seen before. So Agoraphobia is another solid entry into indie films from Lou Simon. If you like her style and like her other films, like The Awakened, All Girls Weekend, Hazmat 3, if you like those type of films, then you're going to enjoy this one. Agoraphobia is yet another theme that Lou Simon is exploring, and it's great to see her try different things with each film. It makes it a very enjoyable and makes you curious about what she's going to do next. Which, if you're wondering what she may do next, check out our interview with Lou Simon. It was a fun interview, got to learn a lot about not only why it took so long for her third film to finally make it to the States, but also indie filmmaking in general, and the challenges of getting your film distributed. So check out that interview. Check out Agoraphobia if you're an indie film fan and a fan of Lou Simon. And yeah, that's all I got for today. I appreciate your support, folks. Remember, we got an AMA July 9th, working on a time yet. Stay tuned for that. Hit subscribe, thumbs up, and all that so you can keep up to date here. And check out our Patreon if you're curious as well, so we can continue to bring you the high quality content that we try to bring you with every video. So thank you so much, and until next time, remember, keep that ticket stub.